آمين. حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافي مزيده. نصلي أتم الصلاة ونسلم أزكى التسليم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد. Inshallah, we continue with our Nocturnals. We left with yesterday with Saba and Ahzab and Saba. So we have covered Ahzab pretty well. And we entered into Saba. So the surah is named after that kingdom that is a place, a name of a place in Yemen, or a kingdom in ancient Yemen. And then, so the surah, the chapter's name derives from that. So in the context of that surah, we have the story of Sayyidina Dawood and Sayyidina Sulaiman. And maybe the connection with that is that that kingdom, Saba, eventually will be incorporated into the dominions of Sayyidina Sulaiman, as you know the story, of the queen of that kingdom, Saba, and the story of Sayyidina Sulaiman, when Sayyidina Sulaiman invited them to Islam. So there's a natural link between that Saba mentioned in that surah and the fact that Sayyidina Dawood and Sayyidina Sulaiman are both mentioned in the surah. And then the general theme of the surah is the consequences of ingratitude. That Saba, God talks about how much they were blessed. Because there was, they have gardens of all kind of produce. There was abundance of water there. God has blessed them. But they turned away from God. They are not grateful for what God had given them. And eventually, their kingdom was destroyed by water, and the whole people scattered. Some of those, they say that some of the people that end up coming to Medina were from Yemen. So the people of Medina, the Ansar, their historical roots goes back to Yemen. Yeah. Same thing, I think, in people of Taif as well. So anyway, the people scattered after that. فَأَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ سَيْدَ الْعَرِمِ. We sent over them a flood, a violent flood that destroyed everything, and then the people scattered. وَجَزَيْنَاهُمْ بِمَا كَفَرُوا وَيُجَازَى إِلَّا الْكَفُورُ. That's how we rewarded them for their ingratitude. So anyway, that story and the story of God always gives, always parallels, He shows the story of somebody who's been grateful and what happened. The one who was ungrateful and what happened to them. So Saba, on the one hand, that's what happened to them, for not appreciating what the blessing God had given them. And then the story of Sayyidina Dawud and Sayyidina Sulaiman, alayhim as-salam, and their gratitude. That's it. Imalu ala Dawood shukra. O family of Dawood, work, with gratitude. And only few of my servants are grateful. So we see how what God gave them prospered and expanded and grew and became a huge kingdom. And by the time of Sayyidina Sulaiman, So we have those comparison between people of Saba, the kingdom of Saba, and the kingdom that was established by Sayyidina Dawood and continued and expanded by Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam, because and what God had given them. Sayyidina Dawood, God made mountains to resonate with his prayer when he's praying and reading the Psalms. The mountains echo him back. The same thing, birds will come and sing along with him as you recite the book of God. and further, that blessing was further increased on the Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam, to whom God made the jinn subject, and he was also understood the language of the bird. Anyway, is the effect of gratitude on the one hand, and it is effect of ingratitude on the other hand. So we have those parallels.